Hey, all you good viewers at home. It's been a long time, and I'm happy to welcome you back to our family game show, No Brainer. In case you forgot, I'm your host, Andy Wine, and we have a special Valentine's Day edition of No Brainer tonight because these contestants right here, they're couples, so we're going to have a little bit of a rom-com tonight. I'm pretty sure about that. All right, now, I know for one, I'm going to need a little refresher on the rules because it's been so long after all, so here we go. You two, you're going to face off in 2 rounds of questions. If at any point that question becomes too difficult, you can pass it off to your opponent with a brain freeze, forcing either one of you to answer that question. Whoever has the most points at the end of round 2 gets to move on to the money round with a chance to win $100. All right, let's bring the camera right down here to our first contestant, Ian. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So you mentioned backstage that you're a math ed major, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Why did you pick math education?
Well, you see, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and I'm good at math, but I don't know what I'd do with a math degree. So I figured math ed would give me a good, balanced education until I figure out what I want to do.
Awesome. Yeah, well, it definitely sounds like you got a good plan going. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, happy for you. All right, so we're going to switch on over to our other contestant, Shannon. So how you doing tonight, Shannon?
Good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you mentioned you're a psychology major, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so having just got here at IUP, being a freshman, what do you plan to do as the years go on with your psychology major?
Well, after I'm done here, I'm going to go to grad school, maybe here, maybe somewhere else, get my master's at least, maybe doctorate, and then do some, hopefully, private practice, counseling work, and maybe some research on the side.
All right, cool. Yeah, sounds like you got huge plans coming up in your future. The both of you do as a couple, so that's awesome. But I'm sure you're done hearing me ramble on. I think we're ready to get started. So here's a few reminders. You both get 1 brain freeze this round, and each question is worth 10 points. Okay, now, who's ready to compete?
I am.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You heard them. So let's begin round 1. All right, Ian, you won the coin toss backstage. We're going to start with you. What is 90% of 80? Is it A, 70, B, 72, C, 78, or D, 80?
Well, let's see. This would be really awkward if I get this wrong, seeing as how I do math in college. I'm going to go with B.
All right, let's see. Is the answer B for this question? Oh, and it is a little bit of a pause there, so that's a great job. That's 10 points over to you. That math education certainly paying off.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go to Shannon right now. Let's see what her first question is for the evening. Which is not an integer? Is it A, 25, B, negative 25, C, 25.5, or D, 0?
I'm like Ian, I take no math in college ever in my college career because I know 2 plus 2, and that's about the extent. Integer. That it's not A, because A is a normal number, and the others are negative or decimals or 0, which isn't really a number at all. So I'm going to go with C.
Okay, C. Why'd you pick that one out of all the other ones?
Because it's the only one with the decimal.
All right, well, is the answer C for this question? And it is a good job. That's 10 points to you. That's actually, why it wasn't injured because of the decimal. So good job. Awesome.
Okay.
You both have 10 points. Your score. Great job. We're going to go to Ian. Let's see what your question is right now. What animal did Ivan Pavlov use in his conditioning experiments? Is it A, cat, B, mice, C, rabbit, or D, dog?
I feel like Shannon should have gotten this because she's a psych major. But luckily for me, I took Psych 101 last semester. So, D, dog.
All right, is dog the answer for this question? And it is a great job. Another 10 points over to you. I got to say, these questions really help you guys out, like with your majors. I don't know how we planned that or what's going on. But all right, so we're going to go right back to Shannon and see what your next question is. Maybe it could be in psychology. I don't know.
Maybe.
Sigmund Freud developed what concept? Is it A, psychoanalysis, B, behaviorism, C, existentialism, or D, functionalism?
Like Ian said earlier, it's not going to be good if I get this wrong.
No.
So I'm going to go with A, hopefully.
Okay, is A, hopefully, the answer for this question? And it is a good guess. That's another 10 points over to you. The score is still tied, 20-20. Both are doing very fine in this first round. So we're going to go back over to Ian. Let's see what the next question is. Who is the Greek goddess of love? Is it A, Aphrodite, B, Eris, C, Hera, or D, Demeter?
Let's see. I think they're all women, so I can't rule any out there. I feel like Aphrodite because it's aphrodisiac. I'm gonna go with A.
Oh, all right, sounds legit. Right there is the answer, A, Aphrodite, for this question. And it is very nice. So that's another, again, 10 points right over to you. Score 30-20 right now. Shannon, let's see what your next question is going to be for this one. Cupid is the god of what? Is it A, desire, B, hope, C, fear, or D, joy?
Well, you always see Cupid like shooting the heart, and then people fall madly in love. So, I mean, it's definitely not fear.
It could be.
Fear of love, maybe.
It's either joy or desire, but I'm gonna go with A, desire.
All right, and between those two, why did you pick that one?
Because I think of more desire when I think about Valentine's Day, and Cupid's always associated with Valentine's Day.
All right, sounds good. So it's the answer desire for this question. And it is great job. Another 10 points over to you. Both doing great. None of you have missed a question yet, so that's very nice. So we're going to go to Ian, see what you got coming up right now. Which is a synonym for ephemeral? Is it A, condescending, B, gaudy, C, sluggish, or D, momentary?
That's a good question, so I'm gonna brain freeze.
Oh, the first brain freeze coming up. So we're gonna switch back over to Shannon to see. Any thoughts on this question here? A little bit of tension right there.
It doesn't sound anything like gaudy, so I'm gonna rule that one out.
Okay.
I'm gonna rule momentary out. I'm gonna guess A, condescending.
All right, is condescending a synonym for ephemeral? Actually,
No.
it is momentary.
No.
Think like when the leaves turn colors in the wind.
Okay,
It's
all right.
ephemeral, kind of poetic there. So that's unfortunately 10 points over to your opponent, Ian, and we're going to go to you now to see what your next question is going to be. Adoration is to abhorrence as exquisite is to what? Is it
Alright.
A, delicate, B, beautiful, C, revolting, or D, sturdy?
I'm gonna guess we're looking for opposites, so I'd rule out beautiful. Sturdy just doesn't make sense there, or delicate. So I'm gonna go with C, revolting.
All right, is the answer revolting for this question? And it is a great job. Another 10 points right over to you.
It could have been.
All right, well, right there, that sound means it's the end of round one. Both did a great job, but at this point, we have to take a quick break. So just you viewers at home, be sure to stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs, just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. And my next goal is to go to college. Mastering the court takes persistence, So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hi, I'm Elena with No Brainer, and we're here at the Hub today to ask some students about Valentine's Day. Let's see what they know. All right, we have our first contestant here. Can I get your name?
Zeb.
All right, and what year are you?
I'm a junior.
And what's your major?
Criminology.
Awesome. All right, are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Who is the Greek goddess of love? Is it A, Aphrodite, B, Eris, C, Hera, D, Demeter?
I'm gonna go with C.
It's actually A, Aphrodite. Did you see Hercules before?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's in there. All right, we're here with another contestant. Are you ready for some Valentine's Day questions?
I'm so ready.
Okay, well, first off, we need your name.
My name is Nick Stripmatter.
Okay, and what's your major?
My major is international business.
Awesome. What year are you?
Sophomore.
All right, so are you ready for your questions?
I'm so ready.
Okay, first question. Who is the Greek goddess of love? Is it A, Aphrodite, B, Eris, C, Hera, or D, Demeter?
A, Aphrodite.
Oh, that's right! Yay! Looks like you're gonna have a good Valentine's Day then, huh?
Hey, welcome back. In case you missed it, you missed a pretty good round with some friendly boyfriend-girlfriend competition. I mean, at least I hope it was friendly, am I right?
Of course.
All right.
I'll hear about it later.
That's not good. So, Ian, you've secured the lead with 50 points, and Shannon, you're trailing behind only by 20 points, which is why we're going to start with you this round. So you both ready?
Yeah.
All right, so this is where it gets a little tricky because now each question is worth 20 points apiece. So, let's begin round 2. All right, Shannon, let's see your first question. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre took place in what U.S. city? Is it A, New York, B, Los Angeles, C, Chicago, or D, Boston?
I have no idea. Los Angeles seems too happy to have a massacre. So that leaves A, C, and D, but the last time I rolled anything out, that was the right answer. So I'm gonna go with D out of 25% chance of it being right.
All right, let's see if that chance percentage right is correct. Is D the answer for this question? Actually, no, it was Chicago, involved with a mob war between Al Capone and some rivals. So unfortunately, that's 20 points over to your opponent, Ian. A score now 70-30. So we're going to go to your next question now for this round. Which British monarch currently reigns? Is it A, King William IV, B, Queen Elizabeth II, C, King George III, or D, Queen Anne?
All right, I know it's a queen, so I'll rule out A and C. And Queen Anne just sounds wrong, so I'm going to go with B, Queen Elizabeth II.
Does Queen Elizabeth II currently reign? And she does. Great job. We have another 20 points added to your score. Right now we're going to switch right back over to Shannon. Let's see what your next question is going to be. Which IUP building is home to the Business College? Is it A, Leonard Hall, B, Eberly Hall, C, Stouffer Hall, or D, Cogswell Hall?
Well, I'm going to be peer advisor in the summer, so I'm gonna have to know this. Pretty sure Leonard's English. I think Stouffer's education or something like that, and it's all the way over there, so I'm gonna go with B, Eberly.
Is Eberly home to the Business College? And it is, very nice. So that's 20 points to your score, and that'll certainly help you out when you're at peer advising this summer. Very nice. Okay, gonna switch gears back over to Ian. Let's see what your next question is gonna be. Which IUP building is closest to Putt Hall? Is it A, Elkin, B, Zink, C, Clark, or D, Keith?
All right, I know Elkin's up in the north, so I'm gonna rule that out because the Putt Pod's kind of more southern end. I'm gonna rule out Keith as well. I'm trying to remember what Clark is. I feel like Clark is like the administrative office, which would be close. So I'm going to go with C, Clark.
All right, is Clark the closest building to Putt? And it is very nice. It's actually pretty close to Sutton, if you kind of know what I'm talking about. There you go. I had to think about that one too, so very nice. Score right now, 110 to 50 in Ian's favor, so we're going to go to Shannon for your next question. Who did not win the Nobel Peace Prize? Is it A, Nelson Mandela, B, Al Gore, C, Mikhail Gorbachev, or D, Albert Einstein?
I feel like this should be a really easy question, but I have no idea. So I'm gonna brain freeze pass it to Ian, even though he's probably gonna get it right.
All right, first brain freeze for you. So, Ian, we're gonna bring this question to you. Any thoughts?
First of all, can I re-brain freeze?
Nope, that forces you to answer the question.
All right, let's see. I'm pretty sure Nelson Mandela and Mikhail did, so I'll rule them out. Al Gore was a politician, and Albert Einstein was a scientist, so I'm going to go with Albert Einstein, because I just don't know what he would have gotten a Peace Prize for.
All right, sounds good. Did Albert Einstein not win a Nobel Peace Prize? It was actually very good. He won one for physics and all that.
I could see that.
Right. So that was a good guess. So another 20 points to you. We're going to go back over to Shannon, see what your next question is. Enrique Peña Nieto is the president of what country? Is it A, Mexico, B, Spain, C, Brazil, or D, Portugal?
I should have stuck with the first question. Well, it's clearly some sort of Spanish, which rules out none of those that I'm aware of. But Portugal, they speak Portuguese, so I'm going to guess Brazil out of pure guess. Yeah, really.
Pure guess? Okay, I definitely saw the gears working in right there. So
no, it was pure guess.
Is the answer C, Brazil, for this question? Actually, no. It's Mexico. Sorry about that. So that's unfortunately 20 points back over to your opponent, Ian, which, by the way, we're going to go over to him for his next question. Russia is bordered by all except, is it A, Finland, B, China, C, Afghanistan, or D, Ukraine?
I would brain freeze this to Shannon because I know how bad she is at geography. But I want to try this one because I kind of feel bad. So
then I feel like she'd be really mad at you later on.
She would be.
Because I take Russian.
Finland's definitely bordering. China's definitely bordering. I feel like Ukraine almost has to because they used to be a part of the Soviet Union. So I'm going to go with C, Afghanistan.
All right. Well, does Afghanistan not border Russia? And that's correct. It's located deeper south than Russia, so that's another 20 points right over to you. Score right now 170 to 50. We're going to go back over to Shannon, see what your next question is. Which nation borders Kenya? Is it A, Zimbabwe, B, Chad, C, Somalia, or D, Nigeria?
Well, I think we're in Africa, so I'm going to... like you said, I'm really, really bad at geography. Which nation borders Kenya? All right, out of all of those, I think that Zimbabwe has the coolest name, so I'm gonna go with A, Zimbabwe.
All right, that seems pretty fair, going by the coolest name.
Yeah.
So, does Zimbabwe border Kenya? Actually, no, it was Somalia in this case. Sorry about that. So again, 20 points over to Ian. We're going to go back over to Ian. Let's see what your next question is. The transition of a gas into a solid is called what? Is it A, deposition, B, sublimation, C, ionization, or D, vaporization?
All right, I'm going to rule out ionization, vaporization. Sublimation and deposition. I feel like sublimation is the other way, where it's solid to gas. So I'm going to go with A.
A, deposition? All right, is deposition the transition of a gas into a solid? And it is very good. So another 20 points over to you. You've crossed the 200 mark. See, I saw a little glare come over there from Shannon.
I just don't understand.
No. So you're going to go over to Shannon and see what the next question is. What lunar phase occurs right after a new moon? Is it A, waning gibbous, B, waxing crescent, C, full moon, or D, none of these?
Okay. Waning means it's getting smaller. Waxing means it's getting bigger. It's clearly not a full moon because that's the opposite of a new moon. So I'm going to go with waxing crescent.
All right, is the waxing crescent occur right after a new moon? And it is a good job, so that's 20 points over to you. Now you got yourself on the board with 70 points. We're going to go to Ian and see what your next question is coming up. Beyonce was the lead singer of what band? Is it A, Spice Girls, B, TLC, C, Destiny's Child, or D, The Supremes?
I'll rule out the Supremes because they were from the 60s. Spice Girls isn't it? I want to say it's Destiny's Child because I think they were at the Super Bowl with her. So let's see.
All right, was Beyonce the lead singer of Destiny's Child? And she was very nice. I will admit this. I love Destiny's Child. I thought they were talented. I don't know your opinions on that. But anyway, we're gonna go to Shannon and see what your next question is. Which is not a Bruno Mars song? Is it A, Just the Way You Are, B, Marry You, C, The Lazy Song, or D, Half of My Heart?
This isn't exactly my music genre, but I'm pretty sure that he does A and C. But I think B and D are also songs sung by someone on popular radio. So I'm gonna guess B.
As in the one he does not sing?
Yeah,
okay.
As in the one he does not sing.
Okay, is B the answer for this question? Actually, no, Half of My Heart is sung by John Mayer, so sorry about that.
Oh, I thought they were the same person.
No. All right, well, right there, that sound means it's the end of round 2. Ian, you are going to go on to the money round with a score of 250. Congratulations. Shannon, you did a great job. You still have a score of 70 on the board, so thank you for joining us. Don't worry. You're gonna leave with a parting gift just for being here tonight, so no hard feelings.
Sympathy, pity gift.
No, not a parting gift just for coming. All right, be sure to stick around. When we come back, we're gonna do the money round, so stay tuned.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're gonna beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
See where where the good goes at goodgoes.org.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Audrey. I'm Abby. I saved Audrey from drowning right here in this pool. I was 5. I was 4. And thank goodness for Abby, she just reached in and pulled me up.
I'll never forget the two little hands connecting.
That was Abby's little hand. We learned a technique in swim class that the Red Cross did. If I hadn't learned aquatic safety from the Red Cross, I wouldn't have been able to save my friend that day. I'm very grateful.
Are you ready for your second question?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Cupid is the god of what? Is it A, fear, B, joy, C, desire, or D, hope?
I'm gonna go with D, both.
Hope?
Oh,
no, it's not.
I thought you said both.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. D, hope.
Hope. It's actually C, desire. So you were close. You were really close. Cupid is the god of what? Is it A, fear, B, joy, C, desire, or D, hope?
I'm gonna go with C, desire.
That's right.
All right.
Hey there, welcome back. Right now I'm joined by Ian, who won with an overwhelming score of 250 to 70 over his girlfriend. So Ian, I'm curious, how's it feel having competed against your girlfriend so close to Valentine's Day? Think there's gonna be some awkward tension on that day?
I hope not, but I'll find out as soon as this is done.
All right. All right, well, real quick, let me explain the rules of the money round to you. So, over here we have Elena presenting 5 cards. Each one has a random monetary value of either 0, 25, 50, 75, or $100. It's up to you to choose one card for me to hold on to the entire round. Then you're gonna eliminate 3 of the 4 remaining ones, leaving you with the one in my hand or the one on the table. It's up to you to pick whichever one you're gonna reveal. How much money there is how much you're gonna go home with. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, think you're ready?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready too. So let's begin the money round. All right, go ahead and pick your first card, okay?
1.
All right, Elena, can you bring me card number 1? Thank you very much. All right, Ian, go ahead and eliminate your first card.
2.
2? All right, let's see what's behind card number 2. All right, 0, so you are guaranteed to go home with something tonight. Very nice. Okay, so go ahead and eliminate your second card.
3.
I'm just going right up the line, so let's see what's behind card number 3. 25, okay, starting small, it's not too bad. So, keep on going. Let's see what that third and final card is.
4.
4? I did not know you were gonna say that. So, let's see what's behind that card. 75, okay, so not bad. You're either gonna go home with $100 or $50 tonight. So, it's up to you. The one in my hand or the one on the table.
I'll go with 5.
Card number 5, okay, Elena, could you bring me card number 5? Thanks very much. All right, so let's see if going up the line is paid off for you tonight. And Ian, tonight you're going home with $50. Congratulations. There you go. So what are you gonna do with that money?
I'll like take my girlfriend out to dinner on Thursday.
Probably the best choice there. So congratulations. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the cast and crew of No Brainer, I'm Andy Wine. Thanks very much for joining us tonight and have a good night.
You're like a master of love.
I am a master.
Well, we have one more question for you right
Okay.
now. What's your favorite part of Valentine's Day?
My favorite part of Valentine's Day is probably the Valentine's Day candy, those little heart things.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah.
Do you have any Valentines this year?
I don't actually, unfortunately.
Uh-oh. Well, I see 2 ladies over there that would love
I know.
to have you as their Valentine.
I guess technically they could be, but we'll see.
Hey, go out. You have 24
I'm weighing my
hours. You have some time.
Yeah.
You have some time. All right, well, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you.